Hello, I'm Ryan Macasero, multimedia reporter for Rappler. Joining us in this episode of Rappler Talk is Dr. Tadashi Hattori, a Japanese ophthalmologist who was named one of four Ramon Magsaysay awardees for his sight-saving humanitarian advocacy to Vietnam's poor, where he has helped over 20,000 people improve their eyesight with important surgery that is inaccessible to many people who need it the most. The Ramon Magsaysay Award Foundation, known widely as Asia's equivalent of the Nobel Prize, will present the award to Hattori and the other awardees this coming Wednesday, November 30. First of all, Dr. Hattori, thank you for joining us and congratulations on your award.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a very honor to
Yes.
receive the Magsaysay Award.
So let's just get started on how you came to receive this award. Tell us the story of why you went to Vietnam and what inspired you to serve the people with what you do as an ophthalmologist there in Vietnam.
Oh, this is by chance. 2001, I have in Kyoto, we have a congress, and we uh, uh, invited South Asian doctor. At that time, we are host university, the host university. At that time, I met the Vietnamese doctor neighborhood at the dinner, welcome dinner time. So we just discussed about the Vietnam situation. So at that time, she said to me, "Oh, there are a lot of people become blindness due to they have not skill or lack of instrument, and please help them." But I'm working in a very good hospital. So when I visit Vietnam, I have to quit. I have to part my job. So I'm wondering, but half years later, I decide to quit and visit to Vietnam. At the time, I visited Vietnam at first time. When I visited Vietnam, there are a lot of people who are suffering from the blindness due to the poverty, and yeah, there are also the people. I'm also more surprised in one eye already light negative, and the other eye uh, also retinal detachment. So that's why
Mhm.
I asked them, please take a surgery. Yeah, many patients.
Mm.
So, and first time I have a permission from my family only 3 months to do volunteer. After that, I will come back to Japan and work again. But
Mm.
it's very 3 months. It's very soon. So I have to decide to come back to Japan or leave Vietnam. So I cannot leave the many patients without surgery because they are waiting. The much different can see or not see it, but different. So that's why I continue to work Vietnam over three
Mm.
months till
Mhm.
now.
Yes, Dr. Hattori mentioned that there's a lot of people were experiencing eyesight problems or blindness due to poverty. Is there a link between poverty and I guess disposition to eyesight problems or blindness?
Yeah, they are almost
Okay, can you?
blindness. Uh,
Mhm.
After that, they came to hospital. So that's
Mm.
why some of them too late.
Mm.
I cannot save them. But also the poor equipment or instrument. So I have to come back to Japan, and then I had to bought to new machine
Mhm.
for the to success the surgery. So I spent several uh, several hundred thousand US dollar to buy
Mm.
the equipment, the instrument. Yeah,
Mhm.
that money I will bought the house, but we decide rent a house
Mm.
because
Ni-
the disease
Mm.
cannot wait,
Mm.
but the house can wait. So I asked my family to wait for a moment to buy the house. I need this machine. If we I have this machine, I can save a lot of people. So that's why they understood my what I say,
Mm.
what I asking.
So a
Yeah,
lot of the funds were personal funds that you used to go help people in Vietnam.
yeah. After that, around 1,000 people uh, per year. That only retinal surgery.
Mm.
Yeah, can
Okay.
save the people.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's very grateful. Usually in Japan, the university hospital 400 and 4 or 5 person, but I have done 1 person and 1,000 surgery per year
Mhm.
because they needed the surgery. So
Mhm.
some of them, I have one story of a regrettable. Yeah, small boy needs surgery. I talk to them. Yeah, boy and father.
Mhm.
So I put into my list the surgery list. For example, this uh, Friday, that in a surgery day for the boy.
Mm.
But at that time, he didn't show up. So I asked the staff why they didn't come. So they said, "Oh, the boy, the family can pay the money, so that's why they went back to home."
Mm.
Oh, when I heard that, oh, I'm terribly sorry for him. That's why after that, I want to, even though I paid the money from my pocket, I want to save everybody as much as possible. That's why I have to come back to Japan, and I walked, and then I come back to Vietnam. That shuttle ha- starting.
Mm. Yes, I imagine it's a very common story where a lot of families in poverty would be deterred from seeking important surgery because of how expensive it is, no? So it's a very, very important work with health professionals such as yourself are able to do. So you talked a little bit about, some stories that you encountered when you were in Vietnam. So can you talk about what motivates you to continue to do what you do? I imagine it's very difficult to travel back and forth from Japan and Vietnam all the time, such as what you do. So what keeps you going and keeps you continuing to do the work that you're doing there?
Oh, uh, when the people the right, if they get back the right, uh, they make a smile. Yeah, and not only the patient, but also the family, like make a very brightful life. So I want to continue this work as long as possible. But uh, and then I learned, oh, I have to teach my skill to the young doctor. If Doctor Hattori twice, we can save the twice people. So if Doctor Hattori four exists, so four times the patient we can
Mm,
save. That's why I want to teach the young doctor. That is very important things.
mm,
But the teaching, it take a time. If in Japan, even though it take a 5 year, but the different culture, different situation, different language, so it take a 7 year if they can do by themselves. So until them can do, I will support. I want to support it.
mm-mm.
Yeah, and the patient smile, it make me very strong. Yeah,
Mm. That's
passion.
Yeah, that's so nice. So not just helping patients, but in training other doctors and hopefully convincing them to do similar work that you're doing, no, in serving more marginalized or poor patients. So, how did you feel when you heard that you won the Ramon Magsaysay Award, and what does this award mean to you?
Oh, I was so surprised. Yeah, because I am doing as usual as do. Not a special thing. I am thinking, yeah, just only saving people, and also when I reached to the, I heard that some people cannot come to the Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, the big city. That's why we bring the machine or equipment, put into the car, and bring to the country rural area. At the time, oh, there are a lot of people. They have no medical service, and then they become blindness. So after that, we found out, oh, we have to do surgery. They need a surgery. So that's why we bring all of them and to do surgery as same as service in Hanoi or in Japan. We prepared everything. So I and my assistant at first visit to rural area. At first, I have to do because my assistant can't do surgery. So, for example, one day I have to do 50 cataract patient uh, at first. But gradually, my friend learned my skill. And then when he can do surgery, also, we can do the two table. We can share the patient. So at that time, we can do the 100 patient only weekend, Friday. It took around 8 hours to 10 hours from Hanoi to reach to the rural area. That's why we can do the Friday afternoon till the Sunday morning. we
Mm.
had to do 100 patients. Yeah, but all of them become smile and change, and they go back to home, shake hand. I feel very happy. Yeah, that why I and my assistant, I also I teach the doctor follow my activity, and then gradually, number two, number three, number four, number five.
So there,
Yeah.
it became many. Yes. So do you think that winning this award will help you grow or improve your advocacy in treating more patients in Vietnam? Yes.
But once
Do you
again,
think do you think this award will help you continue your advocacy in treating poor patients in Vietnam?
yeah, still, uh, yeah, you're right. Now, my statics, I heard that I had uh, one 178,000 people still blindness due to
Mm.
cataract. Uh, yeah, so
Mm.
I want to visit there, but we can do only limited things. But continue is very important. Yeah, I think so. Of course, I never charge the patient
Mm.
because they are poor. That's why they cannot reach to the medical service or cannot visit to Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City or big city. That's why we never charge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. After you receive this award, there are going to be many people who will learn about your story and the work that you do in Vietnam. What do you hope people learn from your experience in
Oh,
your story so far?
yeah. Uh, I'm also aging now. I started 37 years old. Now the 58 years old. Or aging. So that's why the young doctor, instead of me, uh, they have done surgery, uh, and not, of course, they need practice, but the patient is not experimental table. That's why I never permit failure. Even though failure, I will repair the patient, not failure. They get back the sight. Yeah. So
Okay.
if some big complication happen, I'm so angry with them. Oh, if this is your father or mother, what would you do? Please think. So they change their mind.
Mm. So very strict with discipline, no, when it comes to your work is very important since you're dealing with people's health and eyes and all things that are very important to every, I think, person. So what would you like to what message would you like to share with people who also want to serve marginalized or the poor in maybe not necessarily in the same capacity as you as a doctor but in other ways? What would you tell people who are listening right now?
Oh, please wait for a moment. If you need surgery, I will. I want to everywhere. not only Vietnam but also in South Asia. Even Philippines, I will want to visit there if they need me. Yeah, that in my message to the patient. Yeah, I would like to visit anywhere where you needed me. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
sent my team. Yeah,
When we hope that you do get to come visit the Philippines one day, there, I'm sure a lot of people who would definitely benefit from the help that you could provide. So we've been talking to Dr. Tadashi Hattori, a Japanese ophthalmologist who is one of four Ramon Magsaysay awardees, who has served over 20,000 people in improving their eyesight in Vietnam, and he says he wants to go and do that, serve more people around Asia. So thank you so much for joining us. Dr. Hattori, I'm Ryan Macasero. Thank you for watching Rappler
yeah.
Talk.
Thank you so much.